Hello, the level 50 Blacksmith quest is called Waiting in the Winglet, given to us by Bertheo, Guildmaster. Here we go. Good news, Marcy. That gladiator you outfitted, Muriel. That gladiator you outfitted, Muriel, done the work of a million merchants for us since. Her name's on the lips of every Colosseum fan, as if the name of the smithy what forged. Sorry, as is the name of the smithy what forged her armaments. Our wares are selling faster than we can forge them, and every member of the guild is reaping the benefits. Aye, the ale will flow like wine at the wench tonight. Of course, customers, they've been asking for you by name, but I tell them you ain't got the time to personally craft all their butcher's knives and bric-a-brac. I've certainly no intention of shoveling that drudgery off on you. But there's one commission that requires your personal attention, I reckon. This one comes to us by way of Phazar, so pay the man a visit. Before you go, a word of warning. Phazar is a solemn soul to begin with, but this job's got him wound tighter than ever, judging from his countenance. Best be prepared for a bleeding tough challenge. We'll see. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit more. I've been fiddling around with whether or not I have this app called 7.1 surround sound that I think came with the Realtek. I have Logitech speakers. I don't know. It came with something, and I have my. I don't know if this is the correct terminology. It's probably not, but I have I'm calling them the treble speakers on my left and on my right, and the bass is in the middle, right in front of me on this computer table, which is a plastic fold-out table, which has always been fine for me. But it's possibly the fault of the surround sound being activated or something. I can't hear dialogue on the shows and movies and such that I watch on this computer as well. There's just too much bass. I don't generally need a lot of bass for the things that I watch and do. I don't do music basically ever on this computer, or play music, whatever. So I need to be able to hear dialogue, and I've tried apps that adjust bass and treble and other things, but they're too complicated. All I want is an app that says treble, bass, and I think the other option is mid. But the only app I found so far has 9 different options. And I don't really know what I'm doing there. I even started looking up computer speakers with manually analog adjustable bass, and that has not been fruitful because people generally don't want that. So anyway, I've been adjusting sound a bit here and there. Here's Phazar to continue. There you are. Hear me, Mercy. None other than the finest blacksmith in all Villbrand will do for this task. So renowned are your weapons that your name echoes through the distant wood of Gridania. So powerful your forge that it has bent their disdain for steel into admiration. As such, a former champion of the Colosseum living amid the leaves has contacted me in hopes of engaging your services. That is all I can say. The rest she would tell you herself. The client wishes to meet with you in private, and will be waiting for you on the platform just below the drowning wench. Pray do not keep her waiting. Okay. I'll sprint. Get it to a bound. This is video number 4 today so far, so bear with me if my voice goes. But I took a big enough break between 3 and this one, so it should be okay. Oops, I passed her. She's outside the wench, possibly as I was told. On a different level, though. God darn it, you butt-face monkey. I think I have to go all the way this way. Down this ramp. All the way back the other way. Yo-ho. Something better. Never will we die. Yo-ho. Here's a well-traveled Makote in a very secluded spot where she's gonna try to kill me, isn't she? Now, Short red hair. Doesn't go down like to the middle of her neck. She got those like red round glasses as well that remind me of the dude that was part of, I think, the consortium in Kugane. But anyway, here we go. Cutscene. An honor, Mercy Valkyr. I appreciate you coming all this way to meet with me. I am told you are a blacksmith without peer. It is for this reason that I have come to seek your assistance. The sword I would have you forge must befit a storied Colosseum champion, rather, a man who would become one once more. The gladiator is recently returned to Uldar and has chosen to fight under a different name, you see. Perhaps you are familiar with the Bronze Bull. I thought not. His performance on the Blood Sands has been less than stellar. Despite his wealth of experience, he struggles. I have seen him fight. His weapons are his weakness, but I fear he thinks himself at fault. Which brings me to my request. I wish to arm the Bronze Bull with a quality cobalt winglet, strengthened with a savage might materia of the 3rd grade. I think I have one of those. I think I got it. Luckily, I got it luckily as a drop, I'm pretty sure. He is a far greater gladiator than his record suggests, and deserves better than the rubbish he wields. When the sword is ready, deliver it to Phasar. He shall see that the Bronze Bull receives it. I think I have it. Yes. Please. Yeah. Cool. Alright. So Cobalt Winglet will be in the 46 through 50 probably. It is level 49. Requires Cobalt Ingot times 2, which I have plenty of Cobalt and Iron Ore to make another one. So I have one. Mahogany Lumber, I have an NQ, so we're good there. Horn Glue, I think I got rid of my Algoat Horns. Yeah. So without even thinking about it, let's just go farm those really quick. I don't think it's Lenosha. I'm pretty sure it's East Thanolin. Yeah. I wish, like with Final Fantasy XI, they had the, I think it was Thief. The Thief job, which naturally got better drops, more frequent drops than the other classes. So like if you had to farm a lot for, which means kill monsters for things. Sorry, not actual farming. You just make sure your thief was like level 45. So I think that's where they got. What am I doing? That's where they got like their first item up thingy. Treasure Hunter, I think it was called. Cool. There's our 2 Algoat Horns. We'll toss the Chuck. Sorry, I won't make use of every part of your body. I do respect you, but you'll respawn really soon anyway, so it's not a big deal. That's all I needed, right? Because I have Sunrise Talon, I didn't get rid of them. Cool. Okay. Okay. This might be the quickest. I'll pay the $269 or whatever it was because I did not pay the $590 something to get over here. I like to save Gil, but I also like to just be weird, apparently. So poop. Just do alchemy. That gets me to the recipe faster if I do it that way, other than like switching to alchemy, going to the alchemy list, trying to remember where horn glue is, blah blah blah. It's level 30. We can just I'm gonna do a waste knot after that, just for the heck of it. I think we're fine. Yeah, we would have been fine, I think. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. And we'll pop up. We'll get our butts up here. And then we're doing blacksmith. We'll make one more cobalt ingot via blacksmithing. Why the heck not, rather? We will use a waste knot 2 for this. Innovation. Basic touch. Standard touch. With a proc. Basic touch. Standard touch. Even with the proc, it's still gonna be a 5+. And another proc, but that's, I do need the Veneration 1 putt for progress here. There's our Cobalt Ingot. All you do is click back over to the smithing tab. We can stay kneeled. So two Cobalt Ingot HQ, Mahogany Lumber, we're going to use an NQ because it's all I have and I don't care. Horn Glue HQ, and Sunrise Talon. This cannot be at HQ, so it's just NQ. Still got plenty of, we got 725 quality already out of 1940 needed. So innovation, we have 80 durability to work, 80 durability to work with. Told you, my voice might go. I'll figure it out. It's all good. As an innovation, we are gonna 5 putt. Veneration 2 putt for progress. There's our Cobalt Winglet. We should say a Savage Might Materia 3. Savage Might Materia 3. Boom chick, boom chick, boom chick, beep. Gosh, am I awesome or am I awesome? You don't have to answer that because the answer is you're awesome, right? Yeah, you did right. I got lucky, but I'll take luck as a substitute for awesome. When I was clearing out the inventory of one of my retainers, I did decide to just vendor all of the tiers 2, 3, and 4 materia that I had because I wasn't going to be putting them on my gear. They're useless to all. Like, I don't see a point. Wait, what? Okay. I don't see a point in putting materia on gear when I'm just going to out-level it in like a day or two if I'm paying any attention to actually leveling my combat jobs. But so yeah, none of those. But some of the tier 1s, for whatever reason, they go on the market for a decent amount of money. Like the crit tier 1, I think it's like 5,000 or more per materia. It only gives 1 crit. Like, I don't understand what the purpose of that is. Like, I don't get it. To be entirely honest, I have no idea how that works. But it might have something to do with, like, you can put 5 random materia into this gobby thing, and the gobby will give you a random materia. But I don't know why the tier 1s would be useful for that. Anyway, here's Phasar for the turn-in to continue the quest. I am aware of the client's specifications. As soon as I verify that your sword is to her satisfaction, I shall contact the intended recipient. Hand over the HQ Cobalt Winglet with the Savage Materia rank 3. Savage Might Materia, rank 3. You have outdone yourself yet again. Your task is almost complete. In a most peculiar request, the client wishes to be on hand, yet out of sight, for the purveyance of her gift. I shall attend to the arrangements. You need only be ready. Cutscene. I'm looking at my beautiful sword. Phasar's here with me. It's gleaming. Up walks a Rogadin with some chainmail leggings. The bronze bowl. Since when have you taken a fancy to a male gladiator, Phasar? What's all this really about? He turns. I assure you, you will not be displeased. Quite the opposite, I should hope. Pleased, then? Precisely, we come bearing a gift. A gift? For me? Ha! Give it to someone who deserves it. I'm in no mood to be fawned over. We see the Makote hiding behind a wall. Due to your mounting defeats, no doubt, says Phasar. I know my record, merchant. I approach the bowl. Ah, but that is the very reason I believe this gift will lift your spirits. Behold the cure for your recent woes. A sword like no other. The bull looks to Phasar, looks at the sword. I look at the sword. The bull approaches the sword. Picks it up in his hand. Lifts it in the air a bit. Inspects it. He's Rogadin, but he's got like this black mask with some like red flame decals on each side. This blade, I've never seen its equal. Did you forge this, smith? He turns to me, holding it in the air still. I smile at him. He takes out his other sword, which is kind of glowy, but also really, it's a really nice looking sword. I would be proud to call it my own. He's going to be dual wielding? Hell yeah. I believe that is precisely what our patron intended. The Makote is once again seen hiding behind a wall. Care to tell me who your patron is, and why he sees fit to confer upon me such a treasure? I can say only that she prays for your success. It is her hope that with this sword you will win new glory, and that these words will help you to remember that of old. The way of the sword is such that all who walk it become lost. Her words, eh? Well, I don't see why she had to orchestrate this mummer's farce. I would have gladly accepted the sword from her in person. Oh. I thought the Calamity had claimed her life. He knows. Cool. I should have known better than to think the Hellfire Phoenix would die so easily. He slams his sword into the ground and cuts it in half with the sword I just made for him. And now it is my turn to take wing. We can kind of see her from this angle behind a wall, but he doesn't notice her. He sheathes the sword after one more swipe. She gives a nod and leaves, still not showing herself. On my honor, I shall one day stand atop the Colosseum and do this sword justice. He walks out of the scene past the both of us, gives a wave. Cutscene over. We return. Well, sorry, we go inside to talk to the well-traveled Makote. Grindfar's no fool. That's G-R-E-I Nancy Frank A-R-R apostrophe Sam. Grindfar. No fool. I suspect he knew I was present the moment his words left Phasar's lips. Why not give him the sword in person? It is complicated. Simply put, I will not involve myself directly in Colosseum affairs. Long ago, I swore never again to take up sword or spear for sport. I have entrusted the Forge Master with your honorarium. Please accept it with my heartfelt thanks. She gives a bow. She disappears. I go back to Berthael, and we talk to him during the quest. Well, look who's back from bringing in another fortune. I don't know about how you do it, Mercy, but I'm glad you're doing it for us. If you hadn't come along when you did and helped us turn things around with your quality smithing, I reckon I'd be another workless drunk drowning me sorrows at the wench. Instead, I'm a happily employed drunk celebrating me successes at the wench. Love it. You know, any lout with a tool can put passion into her work, but to have it come out the other side and effect focus true artistry. And make no mistake, lass, the impact of what you've done for the guild will be felt for years to come. You're one of the best goddamn smithies I've had the pleasure of knowing, Mercy. There ain't nothing more to say than that. 210,600 experience points, a blacksmith primary tool called Vulcan, which is item level 55, level 50. I haven't really thought about turning any of these item level 55 primary tools into glamours, but now I'm thinking about it because this is probably gonna look cool. All this gear I'm gonna make quite a bit better than it because all of my classes for crafting are 51 or higher, so I'm just gonna make the 51 crafting gear. I could go buy it and probably only spend, I think it's like 7,000 each, so like accessories included and weapons and whatever, but I could probably, well no, if I buy all of the primary tools and all of the second, yeah, so no. Anyway, I'll take the 7,500 Allegan gold pieces. A Realm Reborn blacksmithing quests are all done. We'll take the materia off of here first. I managed to mute a sneeze in time. That's new. Control 3, probably just going to be end up selling it, but we'll see. So equip that, do that. How's that look? I don't know. My hand's in the way. I don't know. It's not that impressive. Maybe at later levels these things will be impressive, but for now it's like not really. Grab this guy, desynth it. Wrapped Hawk Speak Hammer, you serve me well, thank you. We'll also sell the Cobalt Crosspeen Hammer as well. I think. I can't possibly need to use this again. I used it to make that one, yeah, so. Yarjarf. Cool, got another 1000 gil from a clear Demi-Materia 1. Love that. Love that, eh? So, from this quest, we also got 1000 gil, 7500 gil, so 8500 gil. And you could sell this Craftsman Command Materia. Oops, I just did. Do I want it back? I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do search. I have 37 more. Yeah, I'll sell one. Fuck, I could sell all but one. Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Armorer is coming next. I still think it should be called Armor Crafter or Armor Craft, but until then, see you next time.